My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Libras. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future 9-card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started on your reading. Okay. General card is the Tower reversed. Let's look at the first row, which is also the past. You start off with Star reversed, but I'm not allowed to show this card. But you get it reversed, but then you get the 7 of Cups. Then you get the 4 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, what I got, what I saw from my beloved Libras, man, woman, especially in the past, is that, you didn't get some kind of wish fulfillment, but you were presented with alternative options. But, with the 4 of Swords, it's kind of like you had to, do a bit of self-reflection in the form of resting and just kind of maybe take a step back and think, okay, it's like I didn't get my wish fulfilled somehow, which, I'm sorry if that was the case because, it's like, whenever people don't get their, wishes and desires met and stuff like that, it's always, quite, disappointing and frustrating in many ways. But you were, after that, presented with options and different flavors and different chalices and stuff like that. So the thing is, sometimes, I think I may have mentioned this before, but either way, it's like, sometimes you have to be careful for what you wish for because sometimes, what you want, wish, and desire may not always be realistic or rational in the sense, of thinking, okay, I want to, eat, well, sugar for breakfast or a junk food or something, but is it actually realistic to do so? I mean, of course, it's like, well, some humans enjoy doing that. Maybe some humans even do that. However, the thing is you want to make sure whatever this wish fulfillment was in any way, was definitely a realistic and realistic, goal and stuff like that. Because just like with the Virgo full moon, it's like, I more or less mentioned, that okay, with the Pisces, new moon and stuff like that, that's kind of like the Page of Cups kind of situation, where you kind of have this daydreamy kind of idea child kind of situation. But the Virgo full moon more or less reminds us, whatever this idea child is it a realistic goal and dream and endeavor and stuff like that? So that's actually, something to always, consider and, weigh out options and stuff like that, stuff. But either way, I do like the fact that you did in this situation, we'll get, alternative options, presented to you. Okay, sometimes, yeah, you wish for, well, a particular, vehicle, for example, but then you get something different and stuff like that. Doesn't mean that it's all bad. Hopefully not. I'm not ever going to downplay, anybody's, disappointments or frustrations, but that's what I more or less saw. And, there is, definitely, a good time to rest up and to think about the options. But let's look at current times. Okay. You do start off with the 8 of Cups, meaning you're walking away from something. The World reversed. I'm not allowed to show that. And then you get 3 of Wands reversed. Okay. Well, maybe this star wish fulfillment was very important or whatever the thing is, about the 8 of Cups, it's kind of like you're walking away from something, but it could also be walking away from, to disappointment and heading off to the alternative, 7 of Cups situation. That's what, even though this is 8 of Cups and stuff like that, and well, the thing is, this is kind of like, well, leaving and saying, okay, could be, leaving, your current situation of thinking I'm disappointed, I'm frustrated, I'm going to, try an alternative route. But this could also be, saying I'm leaving disappointment and I'm going to find something way better out in this world, which is actually probably, hopefully, a bit more, more positive and stuff like that. But yet, you feel like your whole world, your whole foundation, your whole everything has just been turned upside down, and you feel like that there's no kind of movement or development, or you feel directionless with the 3 of Wands reversed. Now, I can understand that, and, it's like, again, I'm never going to downplay anybody's, negative experiences, frustrations, disappointments. So, whatever this was, I'm going to have to clarify it, of course, to give you a way better idea. But, sometimes, these situations happen, like unforeseen circumstances, and sometimes there's not always going to be a reason why you get like a star reversed, for example, or any other unforeseen circumstances. Sometimes these, situations happen, but, usually, they're there to remind us to know how, to either A, not give up on what we want, wish, and dream and desire, or B, kind of, let us know how strong we are, during these unforeseen circumstances, to know that we can still manage and to and will maybe potentially mitigate or take care of any kind of other disaster situations and stuff like that. But either way, it just shows us how strong and capable we are, and also in the form of flexibility, for example. But let's look at the future. You start off with Page of Pentacles. Sun reversed. I'm not allowed to show that one. And then you get Judgment reversed. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering, if this is career related, because that's what the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I don't know why I keep referring to this as Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. The thing is, it's like this is kind of like in wanting to go on this alternative voyage, or this alternative, job hunt or something. But yet the sun is not shining for you, and then you get the Judgment reverse, meaning there's no clarity. Your head is in the clouds. There's no announcement, whatever. It's just, the thing is, I'm sure that Star Wish Fulfillment was probably very important, in many ways and stuff like that. But the fact is that you were presented with options, but maybe those options were not really, meant to take place in the past and stuff like that, because, you do get, lack of clarity, you get, a directionless kind of situation, and the sun is not shining. But again, it doesn't mean that all, hope is lost, because I'm going to be clarifying this, but it just seems like, whatever the reason may be, okay, well, we'll have to find out. Because for clarification, for the Star reversed, you get the Star. Okay. Interesting combination. So there was definitely some kind of Star Wish Fulfillment, even though it may not have seemed like it, and maybe that's what could have opened up all those alternatives and options for you. So, but, I'm sure, whatever, the Star Wish Fulfillment is probably definitely, worth everything. But however, like I mentioned before, always be careful with, what you wish for, because it may actually come true, in the sense, like you think, okay, well, speaking of the Page of Cups, which is like an idea child and not the Page of Pentacles, like I've already mentioned, is that, okay, sometimes you have this daydreaming idea to think, okay, I want to be with this person, I want to have this job, I want to live in this place, I want to move to this country, I want to do whatever, it is. Again, it's like, well, maybe it might happen and stuff like that. However, is it a realistic idea? That's the most important thing that you always have to remind yourself, saying, is it all realistic? Because maybe, it's like, yeah, you might end up with that person, but then, after a week or a month, you think, oh my goodness, what was I even thinking? That's not how they, will normally act around, other people or something. Was it, or when you're, relocating to a different house, for example, that you think, what was I, thinking? This place, it always like, shinier, during the day or something, whatever. So the thing is you might always want to be careful, what you wish for. But, again, I'm sure, this wish is probably very important in many ways. So congratulations on this beautiful achievement. And plus, you can even have Aquarius somewhere in your star chart. Seven of Cups. You get the Daughter of Knives. This is the Page of Swords. Now, the thing is it's like, all of these, different types of options and opportunities open up this new world for you. Now, technically, in current times, your world is more or less turned upside down, but this is like an outgoing kind of journey card saying we're going to put time and effort into these options, or one of the options and stuff like that. That's what, the Star Wish Fulfillment could be, is, maybe you were, presented with one of the most important options, and, that's what could have also, helped you, want to get out. And plus, this is one of your beautiful cards, my beloved Libras, man, woman, whoever's watching, because this is a Swords card. It's like you are an air card, and this is an air card. But either way, I love this combination because, it's like a motivation kind of combination. When you're presented with, with options, alternatives, anything, it can cause one to just say, okay, let's try something out and let's get going. Nice. Four of Swords, you're in need of rest because you actually went out into the world. Interesting. Now, this one came up upright, so this is, the second world card. The thing is, it's like, yeah, I see that you were pretty much heading out into the world with, this great opportunity, motivation, determination within you, and you pretty much just said, okay, it's like, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna head in that direction, which is great, it's like, and of course, before any kind of voyage or journey or quest or whatever it may be, it's always good to, rest up with the Four Swords and say, okay, we're gonna have to rest up so we, have all the energy, we have everything, organized so we can actually head out into this beautiful, wonderful opportunity of the world. Wow. Amazing. Eight of Cups. Okay, you're heading away from something, but, it's like, well, you do get the Nine of Wands. So, obviously, it could be that you're heading towards what you want, wish, and desire, or it could be, that this could also be a bit of doubt and hesitation, in other words, because, when you're about to change course, perhaps, or maybe you are heading towards, your dream, wish, desired, will star situation, is that it could also cause you to feel a little bit on the overwhelmed side and thinking like, okay, I want to, I'm not going to give up, but I feel, exhausted beyond belief and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, yeah, again, we'll be careful what you wish for because it might just definitely come true, but you want to make sure that, this wish idea, whatever it was, career, person, location, whatever, is really going to be a realistic goal and stuff, and not just because, it's like, why would you feel, exhausted, but you don't want to give up? So, the world reversed, meaning your world is turned upside down, but now you get the second judgment, which is all about clarity. Okay, so, maybe you are pursuing this, changing course. Maybe you are moving to a different country, state, city, whatever it may be, or you're kind of changing course with job opportunities and stuff like that. So the thing is, it may seem like your world is kind of turned upside down and maybe a bit topsy-turvy with the world reversed. However, there is a good reason. There's clarity, and there's actually a big announcement probably taking place. And maybe that's why, you realize that whatever this quest, voyage, endeavor, path, may be, is definitely worth it because, you are exhausted beyond belief. However, it's like, that there's a grand announcement taking place. Maybe, there is a new job opportunity for you, or maybe there's some, potential marriage or, relationship on the rise or something. And that's what judgment is sort of about. It's definitely something worth celebrating because at least in this card, it's like you see these humans standing in their coffins looking up at this angel, blowing a trumpet, and there's a grand announcement, and it's, such a joyous occasion in many ways. So, I do find it admirable. So despite the Three of Wands reversed, you get the Three of Grails, which is something worth celebrating. So the thing is maybe, it's like, unless, you don't want to move or you don't want to relocate or you don't want to switch jobs or careers, something feels, like, it feels directionless, but there is something worth celebrating. So sometimes, it can happen, where you're in a situation where you think, well, either A, it could be, that there's no reason to celebrate, or, you don't have the desire to want to celebrate, even though there is kind of a celebratory moment. Or it could be, just to say, it's like, even though when you get the Three of Cups, which is a celebration, card, the thing is this is also kind of like a partnership, collaboration, situation as well. So maybe, it's like, your friends and family could, will be, yes, with some great, support for you, in the sense of saying, okay, I know that you're struggling with the Nine of Wands and stuff like that, but don't worry, we're going to help and support and guide you into, a way better direction. Wow, intense. Page of Pentacles. Nine of Skulls. Okay, so what I see here is, it's like maybe, you are heading towards, this, job opportunity, because the pages, whether it's the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, so like I just mentioned a few times, the Page of Wands or even the Page of Pentacles, they're kind of like voyage cards, it's kind of like going on this adventure, this, this new quest, this new path and stuff like that. So it's pretty much just heading off towards, a different location. And since, this individual, this is probably you or whoever could be, the thing is, it's like there's, some kind of, career opportunity being presented, and you're going to be basking in a beautiful valley of abundance with the Nine of Pentacles, everything. It's not quite like the Happy Home, Happy Earth, Happy Family, but it's still, abundance, pretty much, waiting for you and stuff like that. And maybe that's kind of what the Star Wish fulfillment is. I mean, of course, be careful what you wish for, but, don't, you ever stop, wishing for something, because, hopefully it could always be reversed in many ways. But either way, I do see abundance and a new job opportunity for you. Love it. The Sun reversed. The Sun is not yet. And the sun may not shining, but may not seem like it's shining, but you get another Sun card for clarification, meaning it definitely will. It doesn't per se mean it's going to be sunny, I mean, even though, the spring equinox will be taking place on March 20th, the thing is, it's like, okay, sometimes, it's like, this combination can be seen a bit as an illusion, in the sense it may not, seem like, the sun is rising, but it definitely is. It's like, okay, it seems like, that, I'm not getting my salary or something, but yet, if you work, every day for a month or even a couple months and stuff like that, each month, you will get your salary, even though it may not seem like it. So that's kind of like the, the positive illusion kind of situation. So the thing is, I do see, that everything is just going to work out for you in the future, and it's just going to be, bright prospects. The sun will, shine in many ways, because for Judgment reversed, Eight of Schools. Okay, the thing is, it's like, there could be a lack of clarity, there could be no announcement or something, but what you're getting is the Eight of Schools. So the thing is maybe, I do see, that you just want to bring back the motivation, the spark, the passion again, even though, these are not like, fire cards and stuff like that. I mean, this is more or less an earth card. But what I mostly see here is that, maybe you don't need to have a grand announcement. Maybe, it's like the fact that you just want to keep working hard with the Eight of Pentacles and to say, okay, it's like, I'm fine with my current situation. I don't need to always have, a big, grand celebration. I mean, unless you always want those and stuff like that. But it just seems like, that you're still incredibly motivated, and you don't always need to have like the extra additional, sparks and stuff like that in your career or whatever it may be. Wow, intense. What does your special vampire card have? Four of Cups. Okay. The Four of Cups is like being offered something. So the thing is maybe that's what could also be causing you to feel like the Nine of Wands, feeling exhausted beyond belief, and you feel like your whole world is being turned upside down. Because you are definitely being offered something, but you're a bit on the hesitant side. Why would you be hesitant? I mean, the thing is, again, we'll be careful for what you wish for, because it may definitely come true. Because, maybe this job offering, is something you've always wanted, craved, that you're incredibly thirsty for, like a vampire, in some of those oracles and stuff like that. But the thing is maybe, it's like, sometimes, reality, dawns on you in the sense of thinking, well, it's like, I may want that, but do I really need it? Or is it just only a desire kind of situation? Is it my thirst for, this, potential offering of whatever it may be? And the thing is okay, I can understand hesitancy. So my suggestion in any way is to always, weigh out the pros and cons to, to see, okay, well, why do I want this job? Why do I want to be with this person? Why do I want to relocate? Why do I want to have this house, whatever? Or why do I want, this Nine of Pentacles situation? The thing is, it's like you always have to, remind yourself of what motivates you, in any way as well, because I see a lot of motivation in this reading as well. So either way, it's always best to weigh out the options and just see, which one actually feels more, that you feel drawn towards, in other words. So, okay. Let's draw an oracle for my beloved. Oops. Her last day in the light. Unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. Okay. Interesting. Isn't this just a bright card? The thing is, it's like, there could be unexpected endings and stuff like that, which I don't per se see, but I do see surprise changes and sudden shifts. Now, the surprise changes and sudden shifts is that, maybe you feel like, that, the sun may not be shining and stuff like that, even though it is. Sometimes, you feel like your whole world is turned upside down, but yet there's still clarity and stuff like that. If you are, making, changes in your life, that's what I mostly see and stuff like that. But again, make sure that it is a realistic expectation, goal, dream, and desire, not just something because you just feel like it at the moment. Because the thing is what we sometimes crave, though. My blood cravings will always be there no matter what. But, the thing is sometimes when humans crave something, that could also be just, a moment, in their day, where they think, oh, I crave this particular food or drink or something, and then the next day you're thinking, no, actually, I don't really need it anymore. So, but either way, I do see some kind of, surprise changes, sudden shifts. It could be because of the star card and stuff like that. It could be because of your motivation in any way, but that's what I mostly see for my beloved Libras. Okay. I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no cards. Please feel free to pause this video and think about the questions you want answered, because for number 1, you get yes with the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Yes with the Devil reversed. Okay. And actually, for your second Four of Cups, this is a yes card because it came in reversed. Okay, well, my beautiful, amazing Libras, I'm going to have to leave it at this, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to join, subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you guys incredibly so much for choosing me as your tarot guide reader. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general love reading, so I'm going to go back and forth for now, but I just want to say how much I love you guys incredibly, and thank you so much for your, devotion towards my channel and myself. So thank you.